guys, it's your girl Book with Bonnie, and I am back with another video. Today we are going to talk about the books that I just did not finish, and I just dropped the book, so oops. This year had a lot of trials and tribulations, yes, and I'm over it. I'm still over it. But with that being said, I do want to acknowledge the books I didn't read or finish this year, so let's jump right into it. First book that I just did not finish this year, I was really excited to actually read it, but then once I got into it, I was just kind of like, yeah, no, I don't want to. And that book is by Arnett Klaus, and that is Blood and Chocolate. And I know I hyped it up so bad because when I was younger, I read it and I was like, this is everything. But I also want to put out there that it was pre-Twilight, it was pre-Vampire Diaries, it was probably pre-Buffy the Vampire. Like, so much other stuff has came out since this, and I just feel like it's a downgrade at this point. How far did I get in this book? I feel like I got pretty far. Okay, I got to chapter 9, so it's not like I'm stopping like in the beginning of the book. But I tried to read it this October and I just was not feeling it. Do I still love the story? I want to say yeah, I love it for what it was when I did read it the first time, but this time around I was just kind of like, ain't gonna happen. I went on to read other books. I'm learning to like be comfortable with not finishing books, so I'm not apologizing anymore. Okay, so the next book is something I read around the time that I was probably reading Butter, which should have been on my favorites of this year, but we ain't gonna talk about that. So what I was doing to get myself out of a rut, I was basically reading the first chapter of multiple books, and then whatever I felt myself wanting to read the next chapter or going directly into the next chapter would be the book that I read. It was pre-COVID, so right when COVID happened, right when the George Floyd stuff was going on, my mind was an emotional wreck. But I attempted to read this book and I got into not very far. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I got very far. But also, I didn't realize that this author was so controversial and like had a bad rep. So I was just like blown away with that. So it even made me not want to read it even more. But the book I'm referring to is Fangirl by Rowell. And personally, I really want to read this book. I really want to read this and Wayward Son, and it's another book of hers that I really wanted to read. I was really excited to get my hands on her stories because I read Pumpkinheads and I loved Deja. Like, she was so great and so well done. So I was excited for her content, but based on the feedback that I'm getting from other outsources, let's just say that, based on the feedback I'm getting, like, she got a lot of stuff going on, so I don't know if I'm ready to support her. Well, I guess I already supported her by buying the book. I feel like this was gifted, but we ain't gonna get into that. So I will eventually read it, but like, I don't know how to feel. I started this, I got into the first chapter. It was okay, like, it wasn't terrible. I remember like genuinely being interested in the storyline, but I don't remember what happened. I think it was either COVID happened or George Floyd happened. I don't remember in what order, but I think that's what made me put this down and made me pick up Butter. Yeah. The next book that I did not finish, and it's not intentional, and I'm totally gonna try and finish it this year with my TBR, is Ties That Tether. And first of all, cover is beautiful. Love it. So I actually started reading this with one of my book besties on Instagram, and I started reading it in the middle of like book club book, and then I lost the book, so I couldn't even read it, and I was like so mad at myself because I'm like, should I repurchase it? Should I buy it? Should I buy it? Should I buy it? And then lo and behold, I found it. I was actually really enjoying this book. So I am currently on chapter, I know it wasn't just like 2 or 3 chapters I read. Okay, so I'm actually on chapter 5 in this book, and honestly, I really loved it so far, but I couldn't finish it because it was lost. So now I'm gonna attempt to finish it, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So the next book is Queen of the Concord, and I originally started reading this book as like a book club, not book club, a buddy read with Brittany and Princess from Castle Library, and I was really vibing with it. I even started listening to on Audible. So I was really into the story, and then what happened to where I put this book down? I don't remember. Something happened to where I stopped reading this. I don't know. I can't even remember. See, that's how bad it is. But something happened like literally while I was in the middle of reading this book, and then I put it down and then I never went back to it. So hopefully sometime this year, no, I'm not even gonna put that kind of pressure on myself. So hopefully next year I can finish up. I got as far as, these are some long chapters, yo. Cause I'm on chapter 3 and that's 36 pages. That's some long, chapters be long. But yes, I hear that there is a sequel to this book, so I'm looking forward to that as well. But yeah, I didn't get a chance to finish it. So this one is Little Fires Everywhere, and I heard such great things about the show, and I was like, ooh, show, book. And then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna read the book. But then everybody started telling the book, and I was like, okay, I can't, I just cannot. I was highly irritated trying to read this book when everybody was online telling everything. Like, yo. So a part of me wants to watch the show, but people were telling the show. A part of me wants to read the book, but people were telling the book. So it's like, I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't. I really don't. I don't know. I don't know my feelings right now. But it is still gonna be on my TBR for next year. I heard great things. I wanna go into it on my own and not with the world, because y'all talk too much. So the next book is Children of Virtue and Vengeance by Tomi Adeyemi, and let's talk about it. I was super excited to read this book. So excited. So prepared and fulfilled when I received it. And then just the backstory on this book, it took Amazon to send it to me 3 times, because the first 2 times they sent it to me either damaged or wet, and I was pissed. So they replaced it. They're very nice to replace it, but I was like, you know what, Amazon? Yeah, you're trying your luck. Don't play with me. But anyway, they sent a fresh copy. So nothing wrong with it, no damages, not unless it's mine. But I started reading it, and it got to the part where, it got to a part in a book where I was just so frustrated that I threw the book across the room. I was so irritated. I'm not gonna tell it because, you know, spoilers in my River Song voice, but I was not happy, okay? So I got upset, frustrated, threw it across the room, and then I was like, you know what? I'll come back to it when I have more, you know, anger management skills, so. That's what happened. Here is the last book of the books I did not finish this year, and that is Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. So, I know it's like dark academia and all that good stuff. I personally have never read anything from Leigh Bardugo, so I was really excited, and like, look at this book. It's so beautiful. Like, look. And honestly, looking at the description and getting like other booktubers feedback on it, I was just like, okay, this seems like a me book, let's go. And then I tried to read the first 2 chapters, and I found myself reading the same page 3 times. And I was like, look, this is too much. Like, what's taking me so long? I honestly did not get far, and I can't even tell you what the hell I was reading. I don't even know. Like, it was dense. And that's, again, my opinion, so don't get in my comments talking crazy, because if you come for me, I will deliver, honey. But I didn't read a lot of it. I think I got like the first chapter down. Look, I'm still in the middle of the first chapter. So I didn't get a lot. It was just, at the time, I wanted something that develops a lot quicker. So I was just like, okay, this is not the time nor the place to read this right now. Come back to it when you're ready. So yeah, this is the last book I did not finish this year, and I'm okay with that. most of these books are on my TBR for next year. So hopefully January will be makeup season. But yes, that's all the books I didn't finish this year. Thank you so much for watching this video. Comment down below if you actually did finish these books, or write down what books you didn't finish. Maybe that's on my TBR too. Make sure you like, comment, do the dang thing. It's your girl, Book with Bonnie, and I'm out.